going to record this really fast before I have to get ready for my show. I had someone message me a question and she asked to remain anonymous, but she did give me some context so I know where she was coming from. She's someone who's very involved in the church, committed Christian, and she's also, though, pro-choice because she herself had to have an emergency abortion in a pregnancy. And she asked me, are you surprised that Christian women are buying into an administration that's really laying down so much anti-woman legislation, things like removing DEI, which benefits women, white women the most, and things like the bill that almost passed where it would have allowed for the genital inspection of female teen athletes. And I told her, no, I'm not surprised at all. And the biggest reason I'm not surprised is because of the harmfulness of purity culture. Purity culture teaches women from a very young age, some as young as 5 or 6, that your body does not belong to you, that your sexuality is dirty, and your body belongs exclusively to your future husband. It teaches young women that if they have sex or they show too much skin, that they're sinning against their future husband, not sinning against God or maybe harming themselves or putting themselves at risk. No, you're sinning against your future husband. It also teaches young women that their sexuality is in some way perverse because they're taught that women don't really have sex drives, that you have to control grown men's urges because they can't. They will say that to you. They said it to me when I was 9. I was wearing a tank top, a sleeveless, like a wide sleeveless, and I was told that I would make adult men lust after me as a 9-year-old. So men are supposed to be the leaders but can't lead themselves, and women are wholly responsible for the weight of sexual sin. That's why churches become bastions of protecting sex offenders, because women are taught that you are at fault. You are the one that can't cause a man to stumble instead of asking a man to watch his own fucking feet. But the thing is that with purity culture, you're taught that your body doesn't belong to you anyway. So when you start to pass down legislation that tells women that their body doesn't belong to them or they don't have autonomy, Christian women are unfazed by this because this is already what they believe. They're also not taught about consent. The default setting is that you understand that when you're married, you will always be open and available to your husband and that you will never say no. That's why marital rape wasn't made illegal until the 90s. The other thing that lends to this idea of your highest calling or godliness, the reason that Christian women are buying into these laws that are so harmful to them, is the Reformation. Prior to the Protestant Reformation in medieval times and before, the highest, holiest calling of a woman was complete commitment to God. This would involve ministry or commitments of celibacy. So it was single, celibate, childless women that were the holiest. They gave themselves voluntarily wholly to God. After the Reformation, it became giving yourself and your body to a man for the purpose of children became the highest calling of holiness and changed ownership from God to man.